And it looks like we are live, so I'm going to say hello everyone and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. It is I, Sirsic, officially verified as an idiot. Look, if you look in the chat, I have a tick and everything now, which means I'm more important than you, probably. I know there's a couple of people out there who watch me who also have ticks, but somehow theirs seems less valuable than mine. Just because of pure ego.
You got a tick, you're going to get Lyme disease.
Oh, God. YouTube has given me Lyme disease. That's just fucking great. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that came out in an update. They do some very, very strange shit that you just like, oh, we're updating this thing and making it objectively worse. It's like, oh, thanks. It was like the whole... fucking getting rid of dislikes. That was it. And it's like, some users don't like them. Yeah, but most users are fine with them. I don't know, I never understood that. Just because someone doesn't like something, some people think that the earth is flat, but you are perfectly happy to tell them to fuck off. In fact, more so than anybody else. You're gonna have to change your outro. Why? What have I done? Verification is never a good thing, especially not for you. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm verified amazing. Now I can't dislike any porn. I mean, I'm pretty sure the porn websites still have them. Although, I can't imagine being... it just in any way bothered enough by a piece of pornography to think, I'm going to click a dislike button. Honestly, I can't see being the other way around. Mostly because I wouldn't want any chance for anyone to know my opinions on some piece of sexual content that I've watched. Maybe I was there by accident. Maybe I was there on purpose. But I've got plausible deniability if I didn't fucking tick a yes button. I guess the other way around that works is that, you just dislike every piece of porn you ever watch. Like a fundamentalist Christian probably does. Oh, I hated that one. Next. Oh, that one was terrible. Next. Oh, that one got me off. And that just makes it even worse.
Adds to folder.
Yeah. I do... no longer pointless, but a verified opinion. I mean, true. It's, as I understand it, I mean, some people take it to be, oh, this means that they like you or some shit. And it's like, it really doesn't. I mean, I know plenty of channels that I'm sure people at the YouTube HQ probably hate that are also verified. I don't think, for the most part, it's just, yes, this person is this channel. But, you know, at least I didn't have to fucking pay for it. If I'd have had to pay for it, I would have stayed unverified. Like, Twitter fucking Blue is just completely asinine. And if you have it, seriously, no whiskey, thumbs down. I mean, I am drinking, but... now my neighbor who hacked my network likes all the porns. That bastard. It was definitely that guy. Isn't in some places having an open Wi-Fi like illegal? Which I suppose is to avoid that kind of, well, it was open. It could have been anybody who was watching that fucking horse porn. Horse on whales or whatever.
That's got to be a thing, hasn't it? Rule 34 and all that.
Rule 34,000 because of the size difference. Sorry, the wife just interrupted you. She always does that.
Hi, that's what I do.
I think he was talking about his own wife, to be honest.
That's what we do.
You've got your own club. Now I can't create a fake Sirsic channel. Sad. I mean, you wouldn't be the first person to do it. Congratulations on 102 kilograms. That's what 102k stands for me, I'm sure. Yes, basically. But that's not why, well, technically that is why I'm verified. But the fact that I've got a verification It's like it's been a long time, and suddenly some asshole calling himself Team Skeptic sent me a message saying, "Oh, dude, just found out. If you want to be verified, you just go to this link." And it's like, "You've got 100k. Okay, we'll verify you." He said it'd take 5 minutes. It took fucking 10 hours for me. Now, I'm assuming that's because of how special I am. But it might just be because I did it on a Sunday night and no one was fucking working. Not that. I mean, as someone who's got a lot of experience trying to get YouTube videos undemonetized, I don't think anybody checks anything ever. I seriously doubt that anybody is watching anything. I think they look at your title, they go, that might have a swear in it, I'm going to keep that demonetized. Or that one is just a series of numbers, I'm sure it's fine.
There's no cock like horse cock. See, now I have to look up what is the biggest cock in the animal world.
I mean, I can tell you who's the biggest cock. Wait, please, wives unite. You do not want wives united. That's a terrible football team. Not because they're women. Wait. No. I'm gonna stop digging. I have a theory that all of the Earth is just jam flying through space, and some landed on a rock and went mouldy. I'm calling it Splat Earth.
Blue whales don't count. They're already the biggest animal. They can't win everything.
I mean, to be fair, they do struggle to fuck anything that isn't, especially any land animals. Congrats on verification, fellow medieval atheists. Any excuse for donating whiskey money? Cheers. Thanks very much.
Jesus Christ. It's 30 centimeters in diameter and 10 feet long.
I didn't know they were having my penis on there. Is it Frank Turek? Is what Frank Turek? Apart from... Oh, you mean the biggest penis? I mean... He's not that big, to be honest. He looks like one of those people that looks tall from a distance, and then you get up close, and he's actually like 4 foot.
Oh, thank you, Smithsonian. It's giving me the weirdest penises in the animal world.
Weirdest penises.
Yeah, weirdest.
Good evening, sir and Mrs. Sick. Got a week of culture this week, seeing Pride and Prejudice at the theatre tomorrow. Then... Alcest, I don't know what that says, in Bruges on Saturday. Looking forward to both. You do that. I can't think of anything worse. That sounds absolutely fucking horrendous. I would be climbing the goddamn walls. But I'm glad to hear other people have culture. I realized the other day that it is so much easier doing chores if I have music in my ears. Because I am just... One of the things that used to drive me mad, it's gotten to the point where Mrs. Sick came up to me just before bedtime and said, would you hate me if I asked if we can change the bedding? And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to put some music on in my head. And it worked. I didn't find it really, really frustrating to do. So, you know... So I guess I could go watch those shows, but I would be listening to a completely different soundscape. You know what it takes to circumcise a whale? Foreskin divers. Thank you for that.
Congratulations.
Look at Tapir Cox. I'd rather not.
Tapir, okay.
I mean, she's gonna. I'm glad this isn't one where she has control of the fucking screen.
Tapir...
This isn't about 100k. I mean, I'm glad I did 100k. This is about verification. This is about a line that goes down ever so slightly, has a 90-degree turn, and then goes up again. And it somehow means that I am special.
That is odd. It looks like it has a hoof at the end.
A hoof penis.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a good hoof penis. Noticed Kent had some new content over month on YouTube and 189 views. That is far too many views for his content.
Like a third leg.
Are all subscribers terrible people or just those on the stream? If you feel terrible, you are a terrible person. That's the main thing. As long as you understand that you are the worst, that's all that really matters. Whale circumcision, a wonderful thing to join to. Lord Starbeard, thank you for the 100. Jesus. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's awesome.
Isn't that Czech coronas?
Probably. But I am nothing if not ignorant. If I have to do something laborious, I listen to the Goonies, and the time just flies by. Built a fence and 2 rabbit hutches that way. Oh god, I hate building things. Mostly because of stress. Oh, that's a good point. Updates on last week's things. Because last week was going to be, the next day was going to be a long day because I had to take the cat to the vet, and then I had to go to a dentist, and then I had to write for the rest of the day. And that is exactly what happened, and it was a really fucking long day. But the cat apparently has a urinary tract infection. That was fine. Giving her a fucking pill twice a day, every day, has been the bane of my fucking existence and Mrs. Six's existence. Because it took fucking both of us, and we tried every goddamn way. And like twice, she just took it. She just swallowed it immediately with no fuss, no muss, pretty much. And then the rest of the time, we tried so many fucking ways. Last one was today, this morning, thank Christ. But yeah, hated that. And I got one of my teeth temporarily crowned a little bit after I'd done that for however long that fucking took me, which was another time period and not a whole heap of fun, but it went fine. I've been super paranoid because it's a temporary crown. And like everything you read online is just don't eat anything or it will immediately come out. So I have been super fucking paranoid. I've managed to not knock it out so far. One of the things that doesn't help is that I am a fingernail chewer, like the disgusting freak I am. And that's one that they say don't do that. And so I have been desperately avoiding it. So I've used clippers like some sort of fucking caveman. And yeah, and then I wrote for the rest of the day, which just was as normal. Just a little bit less time to do it, I guess. I'm here just because I'm hearing about whale circumcision. How much of the whiskey you consume, so sick. I do like to do all of it as much as I can. Snail has a bone penis. They use it to stab their partner with. They have no vagina, so it matters little where.
On God.
It brings a whole new meaning to every hole's a goal. Oh,
including the ones you make yourself.
Especially the ones you make yourself. Eat a cornetto. I mean, I did last night. But yeah, so that's the update to last week's next day shenanigans. Nothing like that going tomorrow. And the snail penis breaks off. So it's kind of a swings and roundabout situation. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up that they got stabbing penis, but the penis also gets broked off. So no one's winning in this situation. Nail clippers, an ancient tool used by prehistoric man. Exactly. Unlike teeth, like a sophisticated person. Spirit Science has 1.35 million subscribers. Yes, I am.
But why?
I am aware that it is far, far, far too fucking high. Roger of the University has like nearly 200,000 subscribers. Rockin' wrap your noggin around that shit. Congrats on being legitimized by a corporate company. Hey, those dumb motherfuckers pay me money to say stupid shit. Well, I mean, I feel like I'm getting more out of them than they are out of me. The horrors of sex that's only for reproduction. That's what the Crimsbians really want you to do, is just stab each other with your bone penis and snap it off. We shall prepare your cafuntanil so you can survive your journey. I don't know what cafuntanil is.
Is it a penis?
Is it a breakable off penis bone? Because I'm not totally against it.
Don't like ducks have weird penises too?
I thought no, pigs have spirals, don't they?
Yeah.
What do ducks have?
I think they have a barbed penis.
I think there's a I think barbed penises are not that unusual. Here, have a verified round on me. Thank you very much. I will. Spirit science has started to appear in my recommendations. I blame you. I mean, there's a non-zero chance that it isn't my fault. If you're a male anglerfish, you attach to a female and then atrophy into a sperm factory and circulatory system. Yeah.
That explains why.
Of all the breedings, that one's particularly fun. I mean, there's all those insects that like bite each other's fucking heads off.
Car fentanyl. So it's like doing fentanyl in a car.
Is that what all the fucking car theists are about? They've just been done doing their fucking car fentanyl.
Fentanyl is fucking horrendous, though. It's so scary.
I mean, most of the hard drugs are really, really not good idea. Spirit science has to be bot farming. You think that, but you'd be surprised. I mean, I've been accused of it, and I don't see the fucking point. So many channels will have a sudden growth, and then they just continue to release utter trite content, and then the growth goes away, but they're still got people subscribed to them because nobody unsubscribes.
Ducks
really.
have corkscrews.
Oh, do they? Detachable corkscrew dicks. That's fucking horrifying.
I like the idea that the duck spins.
That's how it gets in. It goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, cooking a Tyrannosaurus dick. Who's in? I mean, it depends. Does it taste good? If you get fucked by a duck, expect the bill to bite you in the ass. Fuck a duck. Isn't Carfen like 10 times stronger than Fen? I don't even know what this fucking nonsense is.
Can't we go like back to the 80s where we had like normal drums?
It was just rush to the yayo. And Mrs. Sick didn't know what that song was, and I showed it to her, and she still didn't know what that song was. And I was like, dude, how do you not know? You've watched Scarface, and I've played Vice City for you. Spirit Science still has enough neurons to make videos. I thought they would have perma-fried their brain by now. Christ knows. I mean...
You can't really do that when you just repeat the same thing over and over.
I mean, he is literally doing that. Most of his videos now are remakes of his old videos. Which I really, 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 really want him to remake the Space Jews one. Because that is going to be so funny to take the piss out of. Because it is so ridiculous. And if you've never heard of it, I am not joking. Like, there's some wild shit in there. Not Vice City. What's wrong with Vice City? And it is in Vice City. The whole Scarface soundtrack is in Vice City. Oh, GTA 3. I might have fucked that up then. Damn it. I've shown myself to be a fraud. I'm a gamer fraud. I forgot that the Scarface soundtrack was in the wrong game.
A lot of your brain space goes to retro games, though.
Let's be fair, I was pretty fucking close as to which game it was in.
It was GTA, that's close enough for me.
I knew that the entire soundtrack of Scarface was in a Grand Theft Auto game. I think I'm close enough. He would get banned probably if he made that today. Maybe, but it wasn't like... It wasn't hateful, it was just really, really fucking stupid. Like, the man is just out of his goddamn mind. I mean, I hear he does have some fucked up opinions, and he has done some fucked up shit. I can't remember what any of it is, and I am making no claims to any of this being facts. Allegedly, he's a penis. But he certainly says a lot of stupid shit. So we've definitely got him dead to rights on that. There was a song in the 1990s called Detachable Penis. Was quite funny. And also, it was it was biographical. I want to open a hardware store called Vice City. Fuck you, Alfonso. How dare you? The The guy who said horror movies are satanic is great, but I want more of Ken Ham. I mean, if you've got any Ken Ham videos that you want me to take a big steamy poop on, feel free to fucking email them to me.
Oof. Social blade list spirit sciences education. Oh.
Oh no! I mean, it's not even entertainment, but to have it as education is horrifying. Like he genuinely, and it kind of proves my point. People go, "Oh, he's just saying shit because money." No, he thinks it's true. He thinks he's saying things that are clever and smart. The man's a fucking lunatic and an idiot. Good day to you, Sir Sick, Mrs. Sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, the horror movies video did not do particularly well numbers wise. Not super impressed with that. So if you feel like watching it again, or if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's funny. It's actually quite funny. Fucking Bob Larson is just an absolutely epic con man.
He's a national treasure.
No.
He is on this channel.
No. I think
every
he's
time
a
you do his videos,
genuinely awful
every time you do
person.
his videos, I'm like, oh god, what now?
You could say backgammon, pretending you remember retro gammon. Also, it's a board game. Sorry, I'm drunk. I have no fucking idea. Oh, you're saying backgammon, right? But I don't play board games. I don't like board games. They bore the shit out of me. When I was talking about climbing the walls while watching some fucking stage play, I'm even worse if it's a board game. There was a guy that infiltrated Jordan's cult and find out just how bad he really is. I am not fucking surprised.
How bad was he?
Also, did he infiltrate it or did he pay to get in?
Yeah.
Because that's not really the same. You just go, yeah, that sounds good. And then you give the money and you go, yeah, that sounds good. Speak into my fucking lapel.
That is true. Nicolas Cage is a national treasure.
Nicolas Cage is national treasure. Not just is. Who is the preacher who in a recent video is smashing a doll's house? I have no fucking idea. Why would I know that?
I kind of want to see
Greg
it now,
Locke.
though.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. That doesn't surprise me. Greg Locke is just fucking awful. He is really bad. Board games. I see what you did there. Crown jewels are a national treasure, but they won't let the nation play pirate treasure games with them. I mean, it's so unfair. All I want is to sit in the big chair with the big hat.
I'll be back in a minute.
Although I do love referring to like the crowning ceremony of the next monarch as just a hat wearing competition. The demonic horror film vid is hilarious. I'm sure the terribles here in this evening have all watched it, and they should. It's one of the things. If you see one of my videos and think, I don't know about that one, you should probably watch it anyway, because if you like my sense of humor, it's probably going to be entertaining regardless. I like to think I can make a half decent video, even if it's from a topic that you don't really care about. It's like I watch certain videos, I watch certain creators, and oftentimes if I watch a video that I'm like, I'm not sure about this topic, it's usually a way better video than normal. Especially if it's something that they don't normally do. I feel that's like especially true of me because I have new things to say and new kinds of jokes. Man, religion does some crazy thing to the man's brains. I mean, it just squishes it, melts it into goo, and then it fires it out of a cannon. Didn't Prince Andrew get in trouble for showing off the crown jewels? Now, do you mean the physical objects that are stored in wherever, or do you mean his dick and balls? Because I don't know, but either one is amusing. Gredlock is batshit crazy. Yes, and he says some really, really crazy shit. All your videos are terrible. That's why I enjoy watching them. Thank you. A new low in atheism, but a new high in subscribers. Congrats on both. This isn't about the... I've done the 100k thing, which I'm still pleased about. But it is about the tick. That is what is important today. I got a tick. It means that I'm special. I love your videos with Hans Wormhat. Everything is fake. Yes, it does seem that every goddamn thing in the universe is fake. That's a good point, actually. I haven't made a Hans video in a while. I should look. I should see what he's up to.
What's fake now?
What's fake now, Hansy boy? Putting corpses. You said the S word. Elrond would be able to find us now. I didn't say the S word. If you mean what I think you mean.
What S word? Like slut?
Sluttoncism. Did you know you can donate whiskey directly to your door if you out it on your Amazon wish list? Oh, put it. Okay. I mean, yeah. I don't know how Amazon wish lists work. I know for a fact that people would send me bullshit if I had an Amazon wish list, which might be a better fucking thing than... I still haven't figured out a sensible way to do a fucking PO box. PO boxes are seemingly beyond me, and I don't make enough money for the amount that they could cost me to make much sense. But I know people do want to send me things. They want to send me their favorite whiskies, which I am very willing to try. But yeah, so that might be a better way to do something like that. But I don't know how it works, and I never bothered working that hard to figure it out. Yeah, I'm not very good at being I don't want to say exploitative, but it feels exploitative. Even if people are willing. Yeah. Videos about Kent Hovind are pretty hard to watch, not gonna lie. That guy is absolutely insufferable. Always have to really beat myself to watch those vids. You just gotta remember that the whole time you're suffering, I had to watch the whole thing without me talking in it. Think about that. Think about how I've suffered, and you can now watch it with basically only fractions of him actually saying anything for seconds at a time because I interrupt too much. And then it's actually, I think if you focus it in a new sort of lens, you'll find that maybe it's a lot easier. Creator had stalkers waiting at PO Box. Jesus. Is there a DoorDash for booze? It depends how quick you are. I won't send you any whiskey, but I'll drink some in your name. That's fair enough. I'd send you 3D printed stuff. 3D printed what? That's very, very vague. Just send me 1,000 3D printed turds. I wouldn't be super impressed, I'll be honest. Mostly just because of how fucking wasteful it would be. Our RE teacher took us to see Billy Graham in the 70s. She stopped us smoking on the bus. When we got back afterwards, she told us we could smoke. Are we talking about smoking? Or are we talking about smoking? I have an Amazon wish list. I wish to snoo a list of Amazons like that episode of Futurama. For fuck's sake. You know the Amazonians don't fucking exist. The space gigantic ladies. You could be like Oprah and put a list of 6 favorite things. I mean, there is that. Do you think Oprah has a list of her favorite things that people then send to her? Because she would get fucking unlimited amounts of those. I don't know what's going on with her these days. You don't really hear much from her. I'm sure that some fucking... There was an Ellen moment with Ellen, obviously, and I don't know if anything similar happened to Oprah. But, yeah. I'm sure there's plenty of people who still really, really like them. You don't interrupt, you enhance. I like that. So I was going to say, the amount of time I get these messages from people who are like, You interrupt too much. Do it less. And I'm like, look at the big number. Do you think that big number happened by accident? Do you think all of those people subscribed to me just through sheer fucking stupidity? I mean, I'm not going to lie.
It wouldn't be a response video if you didn't interrupt. It'd just be the other person's video.
Yeah, I don't really see... Like, part of it is... like, I think about... fucking... Shit, I can't... Fair use a lot. And one of the things that is important for fair use is, you know, making sure you're transformative in a big way. So, like, there's a reason that I interrupt so much and I criticize everything they say. So that I'm criticizing everything they say. Like, everything they do, I can get something out of. Or I can make a point about. So, yeah. What do you think of creators like Forrest Valkai, Gutstuck Gibbon, or Aaron Ra? Forrest Valkai, I've watched a bit of him. Seems alright. Gutstuck Gibbon, or Gutsick, sorry. Haven't really watched. Aaron Ra, haven't watched in a really long time, and I can't even remember what much of his is like. Do you watch their content at all, or would you ever... Like, if any of them said, hey, do stuff with me, I'd be like, sure, why the fuck not? I blame Oprah for introducing the world to Dr. Phil, Deepak Chopra, and Dr. Oz. I mean, to be fair, those are some pretty horrendous crimes. When I watch Cersei, I expect the big dumb, because that is what he do. Keep on representing and interrupting. I'm definitely going to keep on interrupting. I drank too much whiskey and accidentally pressed the subscribe button. I just keep forgetting to unsubscribe. I'll get to it eventually. I mean, that's fair. I think that's how most people do. Screw that. If your next spirit science is you interrupting after 2 seconds and then spend 20 minutes talking about baseball, I'd probably be much more tolerable. I know nothing about baseball, so it would be very similar.
I know you use a bat.
Baseball use bat. Bat hit ball. Ball go far.
Run for ball.
Run pa ball. Ball.
Get ball. Bring ball.
Can we play
back.
ball?
So basically, you're like a puppy.
Yeah, I mean, effectively. Emma is about 10 times smarter than Ken, and he's too stupid to see that. Oh, we're talking about Emma Thorne. Yes, obviously. Oprah realized old media is dead and wasn't on the ball enough to learn the social media game and decided to rest on her billions. I mean, to be fair, I would. If I suddenly had enough money to live out the rest of my life and have all the things that I could possibly want, I wouldn't fucking ever do any work ever again. I mean, I might continue to do this, but I wouldn't do it in a worky way. I wouldn't do it the way I do it now. I'd probably hire people to do the hard bits. And then I would just do the fun bit, which is writing. And I guess I'd record. Because it wouldn't really be the same thing if it was just me writing and then some other asshole doing the vocal bits. I don't think anybody really gets me. Gutsick gets excited over mandibles. Okay.
Do love a good mandible.
It's basically cricket in a square played from one corner. I mean, I do understand cricket better, but that's just from being born British.
Hit ball or ball hit your stick.
Hit ball, ball stick, or 3-stick ball. Knock small stick to ground bad. Or good. Depend who you are. Why aren't we discussing Egypt runs away? Because Mrs. Sick isn't allowed.
Been banned.
She hasn't been banned, but she's like gonna try and be less talky about it.
Because this isn't my stream and I really shouldn't be talking about things that I want to talk about.
If she wants an Egypt stream, you can talk about things you want to talk about, as long as they're not things I really, really don't want to talk about. Baseball is like cricket, just more boring. I mean, I would say they are on equal levels of boring. There's not many sports that I can stand to watch. Not a sporty person.
I like World's Strongest Man.
Yeah, but that's just because it's porn for you.
Yeah.
She's just like, oh look, they're sick. Oh look, another one, because they just all of them
So
perfectly like my body.
I like to watch sumo wrestling, but it's probably the same reason.
Baseball equal reason to get drunk on $14.50 beers in the bleachers. I can't even imagine spending that much on a drink. Jesus Christ. I would love an Egyptian themed stream. If she wants to start her own streams with blackjack, hookers, and Egyptian themes, she can do that. Baseball is so boring, they actually decided that doing a bunch of math on the side would make it more interesting. And apparently they were right. That is actually really funny. We should have a real-life version of the game of life where you get to something like 25 million, you automatically retire so everyone else can have a chance. That's not far off of really fucking, like, kind of a fair system. Because 25 million is a stupid amount of money. No one who's not completely out of their mind couldn't just live off of the rest of that for the rest of their life. If you had enough fucking foresight to earn that amount of money, you'd probably know how to keep it for the best part. But, yeah, I actually like that.
Mrs. Sick is a rare creature, a female chubby chaser. Well, they're not hard to catch, so...
Yeah, I keep trying to run away, but... I used to be part of a drinking team where a game of cricket would break out. Mix politics and baseball and you get Keith Oberman equals excellent podcaster. That sounds like hell. That sounds like the worst possible, most boring thing I could possibly listen to. I agree with Mrs. Sick. Huge men are delicious. It helps that I'm tall. So as much as I am tubby, it doesn't look that bad. If I was a foot shorter, I'd look fucking horrendous. Even if I was thin, I'd still not look great. If you were a foot short,
you'd be the same height as me.
Oh my god. And you're like a midget.
Yeah, I'm quite small.
I learned everything I know about baseball from Deep Space Nine. I couldn't agree more. Baseball. They did actually add a clock to baseball to speed it up. People just like there tapping their wrists. My wife would say Highland Games because men in kilts.
Yeah.
Take a verified drink.
I like theme men prologues.
I have done a caber toss in my time. It wasn't like one of those absolutely fucking massive ones because we were like people. But we did it at like a family picnic or some shit.
Oh, I don't know the terminology for sumo. I just like watching it.
This isn't sumo. Unless someone else is talking.
Somebody else is talking.
Oh, okay. Because you know what a caber toss is, don't you?
Yeah, I know what a caber toss is.
Good.
When you toss a caber.
Sick, you would burn all that 25 million on whiskey and drink all the whiskey in 12 milliseconds. I mean, that's not untrue. But I'd probably die. We should have a real-life version of Takeshi's Castle.
Can we figure out what your kilt is so you can wear it? And then I have easy access.
You know, I can still wear underwear under it if I want to.
But you don't wear underwear.
True, but if I walked around wearing a man skirt, I probably would. Mostly just because of the breeze.
So sick, we can't talk about Egypt, but we could discuss Cairo. This is sick, hurry up and do it before we realise this.
I know where Cairo is!
The museum is opening in Cairo soon.
And nobody cared. I mean, you might be going there.
Yeah,
I don't know about Cairo, but...
yeah, my dad wants to take me to Egypt.
Her dad is desperate to go on holiday. He's
been trying to convince me for the past 6 years to go to Nashville because he's always wanted to go, but he doesn't want to go alone.
But she doesn't want to go to fucking Nashville.
I'm not interested in America, so
well, you definitely. I mean, there are places in America you could go and have a good time. Nashville is probably not one of them.
No.
No offense to Nashville, but it's just not her speed.
But he said about going to Egypt instead. And I think the only reason he did that was because I kept saying no
Yeah.
to Nashville.
He knows that she likes Egypt. It's like, well, at least I'd get some kind of holiday.
Cairo, Illinois. Yeah.
Does IRL Sick have a sword? I don't remember. I do own a sword. It was a cheap knockoff katana because I'm an asshole. I did have the 3 set. I had the fuck, I forgot what it's called now.
I guess actually.
I remember Tanto and Wakizashi. I just can't remember the other one. Katana.
You literally just.
What does katana mean? Oh, did I? It means Japanese sword. See who gets that reference. I wouldn't dare wear my kilt without undergarments. Yeah, like, it's too cold for that shit. But, yeah. I would like my normal kind of sword. That would be kind of awesome. Especially if we got robbed.
I'm sure Nashville,
big naked me running down the halls.
Nashville is a lovely place. It's just, I don't get anything out of America. Egypt is my thing.
She'd go to America if it was to go to a beach and just hang out on a beach.
Yeah, I like the beach.
But yeah, other than that, like inner countries are just not something she's into in general. She likes beaches and she likes Egypt because Egypt is just a really, really big beach. So unless you have a place with pyramids. Yeah. Funniest part of sumo, outsiders can give trophies to sumo wrestlers they like.
Oh,
Or just
hell
like randomly. You just walk up to them, there you go, mate. It's a trophy for best sumo.
Would smash. Would smash the trophy.
I wore a kilt once. This bloke said he could tell what clan I was by putting his hand up. So he did. And said I was a McDonald because I had a quarter pounder. That's fucking dumb. Katana is Japanese for backsword.
Backside?
No, they've never seen Samurai Cop. That's sad. Short spears are best for home defense. How short? Like a knife? The knife is one of the shortest spears you can get. Vegas has sand and pointy buildings. I mean, Vegas isn't in Nashville.
Yeah, but I don't like gambling.
I would go to Vegas just to experience it. But I'm not much of a gambler, so I don't know what I'd do.
Kind of fucked, really.
Yeah. It wouldn't actually... There was a few years back where...
I can go get fake married. There you go.
There was a few years back where I thought it would be interesting to work there. As a person who is like... considers themselves somewhat charming and capable of having a good conversation with randos. I thought I might be able to make some scratch. But then I decided, no, I can't be bothered. How can anyone live life without seeing Samurai Cop? It is an amazing movie. A cook with very short spears, apparently. There's a glass pyramid next to the M60 in Stockport. Yeah, but not much sand, I imagine.
You don't have to go for the gambling. There's also prostitution.
Yeah, not that into prostitutes either, I'll be honest. I would die instantly of the desert heat in Vegas. That is probably a really good reason for me not to go that I hadn't even considered.
See, you're on about the pyramids and Luxor in Las Vegas. That would annoy the piss out of me because the pyramids are not in Luxor. So... And
also fake pyramids. Las Vegas has drive-through chapels. The worst kind of chapel. Because they don't even send you a burger. Oh man, I'd love a burger. That sounds amazing.
You're obsessed with food. Don't bring this into food. We nearly done.
We nearly went the whole way without bringing up food. Yeah, but I haven't been able to eat anything like good. I guess I had the pizza the other day.
Prostitution is legal in Nevada, but not in Las Vegas.
Where it's illegal. Yeah. Huh. In the state, it's legal, but in Las Vegas itself. So if you want to get laid, you have to go slightly outside. I remember seeing it in some fucking show. Why would you go to Vegas? He's probably stab you with that Wolverine rip-off claw. Okay. Have you ever watched Aussie football? It's pretty good. That sounds.
Do
It's
they have like a punch up or
if
something?
people are doing sports and they have balls, I'm probably not that interested. Any chapel can be a drive-through if your car is sturdy enough. That's very true. Not into prostitutes? Is that because of cost? You've gone native. Native to who? And I've never been into prostitutes because I've never had an issue getting laid. I am one of those people who can have a conversation with someone and then end up in their bed. A toothpick could be a spear if you are one of Gulliver's little people. I guess. Wouldn't the Gulliver's little people? I can't remember. I can't actually remember the story. No, he was normal size to himself, wasn't he? So I guess you're right. But for their perspective, it wouldn't be a toothpick anyway. 46 minutes and no sick piss break. What is this? Vegas has a place where you can shoot full auto machine guns and another where you can play with construction equipment. I'll be honest, playing with construction equipment sounds fucking awesome.
I like the idea of using a wrecking ball.
Yeah, wrecking balls have all. I don't want to use the word glamorous, but there is a certain, certainly an appeal to them. Although I can't imagine how much stuff you could wreck before they ran out of stuff to wreck.
Yeah.
Do I get to take it around Vegas itself and start knocking over buildings? Because that would be fucking awesome. Not into prostitutes kind of defeats the purpose. Depends. What if you hire a male prostitute to fuck the shit out of you? Then they'd be into you. You didn't think about that, did you? Before you make any clever comment. Yorkshire stereotype about being tight-fisted. I'm allowed to make these jokes. Oh, I see. No, it's got nothing to do with that. I was always considered to be tight-fisted because we were really, really, really poor. And I couldn't afford things. And people thought it was because I was just being tight. And then I had what I now call grown-up money. And then I stopped being quite so tight. And they were like, oh... You've really stopped being, like going out for drinks and not really wanting to have much because I didn't want to pay for it because I couldn't fucking afford it. People are very stupid. At least the people that I know sometimes. They've all gotten their heads wrapped around the idea that, oh, I see. But yeah. Went through one of those drive-through wedding chapels. One with an Elvis pastor in 76. I was driving my friends. Got married sitting in the back seat. Elvis said, thank you. Thank you very much. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? It wouldn't be an Elvis impersonator if he didn't do that shit. There's a certain amount of appeal with anything with balls in it, though. I mean, that's fair. There's a new sphere building that looks cool in Vegas. What other shapes are they going to do? Until they have the dodecahedron building, I'm just not fucking interested. Can I steal the wrecking ball and bugger off to wreck Trump Plaza? Oh, wait, never mind. For fuck's sake. Demolition Works is great. I used to do it as my job, and we got to smash up an old holiday camp bar. But we got drunk. We got to drink the old bar dry first. That was great fun. And then did you immediately go to smashing it up? Because goddamn. I miss the Vegas of the 50s. Much better fireworks. Lit up the whole sky. Could see them from Los Angeles. And then Los Angeles started complaining. They were like, ugh, every night, you assholes.
I don't like fireworks.
Yeah. We have a neighbor who we swear to God is buying up like display tier fireworks because they are so loud. Like you've never heard louder in your life, especially considering it is like meters away from our home.
Not just that though, the windows were closed, and then I put on 2 pairs of ear protection, and I could still hear that.
Yeah. They are so fucking loud. Like, the house doesn't offer any defense against it. Like, windows closed, it doesn't sound like they're closed. It's fucking ridiculous. So yeah, we're just not big fans of fireworks anymore. They lost their appeal when someone was a cunt about it. They start putting down shaped buildings in Vegas. I have a feeling some weird blue guy is going to roam the roads talking confusingly to the unfortunates on his path. And with his big hole in his head. That is so strangely apt that the spirit science guy has a patch covering where one might remove someone's brain from. In Japan, firework displays are a summer requirement. The one over the Sumida River in Tokyo is way cool. Like, I've got no problem, honestly, with if you buy the fucking shit at shops and they're quiet ones, they don't fucking piss everybody off, they're fine. But these ones that the guy is getting, they are so fucking loud. And he fucking does it until stupid o'clock in the morning. Vet here, I hate fireworks. I'm not surprised. There's actually a 24-hour live stream of the Sphere here on YouTube. It's great. If they do a tessellated bi-pyramid in Vegas, then I might go. Either that or an old guy is going to claim that it's really a giant's ball sack or something. Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing up Roger as well. How funny was... How funny was a... What?
What?
I don't know what that says, and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it. Fireworks are only okay far away from human habitation. Yeah, I think, that's the best way to be with it. Like, most of the time, when I was a kid, when we went to fireworks displays, they were in a field fucking miles away.
Like half a mile away.
From residential districts. And now every asshole seems to have access to them and just does them for fucking hours and hours on end.
I went to fireworks stuff. My dad used to put his hands over my ears, so I used to enjoy it when I was a kid. But then I started going as a teenager. I'm like, how do people like this? It's so loud.
I mean, to be fair, the ones that we did that were in the middle of nowhere, the fireworks themselves were still like 300 meters away.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad. Now we have someone who has those same tier of fucking fireworks across the road from us. And
they have like a tiny little garden as well.
Yeah. What I want to do one of these days is walk past and just like chuck a bucket of water over the fucking thing to put out all the things as they're doing it. I'm not going to do that because I hate getting into fucking conflict, but real people suck and they always want to fight me. My life is an unending parade of random strangers starting fights with me for no reason. And I just, so I don't do things that are going to make that more likely. But I'd like to. I like the idea of it. Pyramid Earth. That is like a thing. Here in Napoli, whenever the soccer team wins, it feels like they launched the damn dinosaur-wrecking meteorite damage level fireworks. Oof. What do they do when they lose? Hopefully they just fire them at each other. Isn't it crazy when people lose on the streets nowadays? I just found a fuck ton of bins and own all my neighbours' bin bags. What? What people lose as... Alright. You own... Okay, I think I know where that joke was going, but I think it failed to hit either because I'm a bit pissed or because it was bad. Oppenheimer made some really cool fireworks. Jesus Christ. Fireworks are loud, but airsoft can take them out silently. I mean, it depends. You'd have to be a really good shot. Or are we talking about shooting them while they're on the ground? Because then you'd have to have height on them. As a kid in my hometown, had a huge fireworks display in the middle of a fair. We sat right underneath. Good times. Of course, I'm deaf now. What? Alright, what time is it? Oh, 5 minutes. I really need a piss. But I'm going to hold out for 5 whole minutes. But the second we're done, I'm fucking going. They usually surround the police cars or others and start to shake them. They sound like wonderful people. Michigan State, they riot when the team loses. They riot more when the team wins.
I don't get it. I don't get why you're so invested in a sport.
Oh, I thought you didn't get what they were saying.
No.
I don't get why people get so invested. I don't get why people riot over a fucking game. I mean, I can get it where I've been playing Lies of P recently. I could see people rioting over the bullshit that game pulls. Still really good, but the game's really fucking hard. But like some people playing sports,
going King of Puppets.
Fuck the King of Puppets. Fucking two-faced piece of shit. Edward Teller made the hydrogen bomb. Oppenheimer was management. Yeah, but he said the thing. And when he rapped against Thanos, he said, "I am become deaf," because Thanos' raps were whack. Imagine the police being trained to contain the soccer fan more than the local criminals. I mean, to be fair, if the fucking soccer fans are doing more damage, then what are they supposed to do? Ever played Project Zomboid? Yes. It's very difficult. We had a go at it playing together, and we turned off the zombies because they were really fucking annoying. And we just wanted to figure out how to survive. It makes the game less interesting, but the zombies just kill you immediately if you don't know what you're doing, which we don't. Pickleball is getting popular here for some reason. I have no idea what it is. Yeah, pickleball doesn't... It sounds like something from fucking Rick and Morty.
It does.
A pickleball! Pickleball is basically life-size ping pong. Oh, okay. I don't know if that...
Please tell me.
I don't even know what that fucking means.
Please tell me you get to use people as paddles.
Like, I like the football one where they wear the big balls, and then they try and kick the balls, but they just smash into each other all the time. I don't know if I'd do that myself. I could imagine getting really, really badly hurt. Might have done it as a young man, but I am not a young man anymore. Go to Cape Canaveral when there is a launch. That's noise. Yeah, but at least that has utility. It's not just people exploding shit for no fucking reason. Watch a DVD called Hooligans. I live next to a guy from a door. Door from a guy. Burnley Unalive Squad. Okay. I imagine you mean unalive by internet unalive. Watching the volcano in Mexico, Popocatépetl, going boom right now while listening to this. Nature's fireworks. Well, at least that might kill some people. Fireworks rarely do that.
Fireworks kill people all the time.
Oh, that's true.
Because they're idiots. You shouldn't be handing out this shit to the public. Public are idiots.
They put it in their mouth and go, watch, it's like a cigarette, and then their head
exactly.
explodes. People do some fucking ridiculously stupid shit. How to survive a zombie outbreak. Eat the zombies. You run at them and they're like, ugh! Wait, aren't I supposed to be chasing people? Shit, what does he know? And that's where babies come from. Right, we've got 10 seconds left and I am desperate for a piss. So I'm going to say, thank you for coming. I don't know why you keep coming back, but I hope you had a good time. I will see you in the next one.
Bah.
You probably